While the tour of Japan was wonderful, it is great to be back swinging through the northeast region of the USA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania this evening for RWL Rage. Good evening, everybody. Glad you're aboard. My name is Don Hickson, and I'm joined by Christy Ogilvie and Myron Schimmelman. And, well, it is sure great to all be back together again, isn't it?
You don't know the half of it, Don. I miss our little get-togethers when we don't have them. But tonight, stick around, everybody. Tonight's a great card. A terrific lineup, a lot of big-name stars. You're definitely not going to want to miss it.
A lot of big-name stars. Kurt Angle, Tito Santana, Greg Valentine's in the house again, Eddie Guerrero and Chyna are back again, and that's just in the first half tonight. And new boys. Our card opener tonight. Mucho Caliente, with two short Popeyes, kind of almost a giant, Lars Sullivan, one-on-one, with Best of the West's Lone Star superstar Tex McKenzie. Oh, man, did I miss being here for this. We're starting with Too Short Myron. Your hero. Your number one Joe.
Ah, shut up, Christy.
Welcome to RWL Rage. Our first match tonight is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Too Short Popeye Scott Bell, representing Scott Bell Unlimited from the Colorado Rockies, weighing 287 pounds. Here's Lars Sullivan.
Big bad Mr. Sullivan here. Should have brought in a good return on anyone's investment, but for Too Short he's been nothing short of a nightmare for Scott's stable. He's been unable to make any real impact, doesn't win anywhere near a desirable work rate, and he's still struggling to overcome personal problems. And word is, Scott's getting tired of Sullivan, constantly and consistently screwing up. And yet, Too Short hangs on to Sullivan like a life jacket. What's the deal with that? Does anyone know?
He's had to scale back. He used to have A-listers like Warlord Santos for a giant. Now he's got a D-lister like Lars Sullivan. Garbage.
I think Scott is starting to realize that for him, and Bell Unlimited, Lars Sullivan is just dead weight that Scott needs to unload. There are other big men without all the problems attached to Sullivan. Even a bottom feeder like Too Short could find someone, anyone, that could perform better. I think Lars had better deliver the goods in this match with Tex McKenzie, because Scott's probably desperate for any excuse to hang on to the guy.
And his opponent representing Best of the West, accompanied by Billy White Moon from Corpus Christi, Texas, weighing 275 pounds, the Lone Star superstar, Tex McKenzie.
Man, I forget sometimes, but Tex McKenzie is a tall drink of water at 6 feet 9 inches. When a dude is that size, he's not going to be intimidated by Lars Sullivan. This guy's going to stand and fight. The Lone Star superstar uses his size and power very wisely, and he loves to drive those knees into an opponent's guts like extra hard. Like I said, Lars Sullivan better find a way around McKenzie here, or Uncle Too Short is gonna be mad.
So when is Uncle Too Short not mad?
A fine point, Myron. Scott Bell not exactly known for his sunny disposition. Well, all right, Lars Sullivan and Tex McKenzie are all set. Tom Kanamura rings the bell. Lars Sullivan opens up with a right and a spear that takes McKenzie down by the knee. Swing and a miss with the kick. Tex McKenzie goes behind. Inverted Russian leg sweep. Face first into the canvas for Lars Sullivan. Followed up with a kick with those cowboy boots of Tex McKenzie. McKenzie whips Lars Sullivan to the ropes. There's a collision. Lifted up but taken right back down. Quick counter. Tex McKenzie takes down Lars Sullivan again. Lars Sullivan getting the bad end of the business here, courtesy of Tex McKenzie. A clutch, but Lars Sullivan fights his way out. Tex McKenzie back on his feet. Lars Sullivan stepping outside the ring, clearly frustrated. McKenzie gets in back inside. Lars Sullivan counters. Sullivan tries lifting McKenzie. Good luck with that. A clothesline that takes Lars Sullivan down. Next, McKenzie covers, but not even a one. Nowhere near a near fall Lars Sullivan back on his feet. Tex McKenzie delivering a couple of kicks with those big legs. And now Too Short Popeye getting directly involved, and Tex McKenzie falls into the trap. The trap squeeze, that is, as Lars Sullivan blocks the blood flow to the brain of Tex McKenzie. McKenzie rolled over by Lars Sullivan, rounded back up to his feet. Look at this one-arm slam from Lars Sullivan. Here's a cover, 1, 2, but only a near fall. Tex McKenzie getting the left shoulder up just in time. Sullivan rounds him up. McKenzie counters. Tex McKenzie delivers a chop. Misses with the clothesline, catches a kick to the midsection, but flapjack against the ropes for Lars Sullivan. Tex McKenzie again going for another cover here. 1, but just a 1. Lars Sullivan still far too active. Sullivan goes behind. McKenzie counters and goes behind. Lars Sullivan with a kick to the midsection. Sullivan has him a powerbomb on Tex McKenzie. McKenzie being tortured here by Lars Sullivan, stretching the face of Tex McKenzie as Lars Sullivan begins to display some sadistic skills here. Jawbreaker that breaks the hold. Tex McKenzie opens up. Good Sullivan in the far corner. Here's a clothesline, and down he goes. Lars Sullivan quickly taken down by Tex McKenzie, and right back into that clutch again. The possible submission. Lars Sullivan struggling to make the ropes. He's going to have to find another way, and he certainly does. Takes down Tex McKenzie in the process. Look at this, by the throat. Tex McKenzie gouges the eyes. Turns him around. Whoa! What a neck breaker right there from Tex McKenzie, the Lone Star Superstar, with Lars Sullivan laid out center ring. Flip over neck whip from Tex McKenzie. Tex nails Sullivan with a fist drop, delivering a kick to the back. Sullivan takes him down, gathers himself back up. Another kick to the midsection. Scott Bell introduces a chair into the ring as Lars Sullivan takes a back body drop from Tex McKenzie. McKenzie opens up with a series of rights, and look at this. A little bit of magic right there. And down goes Lars Sullivan. Again, Too Short Popeye. Scott Bell protesting to the referee. Tex McKenzie inviting Lars Sullivan to stand up so he can knock him back down again. He does. And Lars Sullivan quickly counters. Quick counter from Tex McKenzie as well. McKenzie whips him into the corner. Turns him around. The Lone Star Superstar has him up on the top turnbuckle. And it's going to be a long, unpleasant ride for Lars Sullivan as Tex McKenzie sets up the top rope superplex, and there it is. And Lars Sullivan got all of it. Tex McKenzie stalking Lars Sullivan, rounds him back up to his feet. McKenzie counters with a kick, follows it up with a left, and now a series of kicks to the chest. Lars Sullivan, wait a minute now. Lars Sullivan, no, wait, oh, disqualification right there.
Sullivan's got to be out of his mind.
5 minutes, 30 seconds. Referee Thomas Kanamura has disqualified Lars Sullivan. Your winner by disqualification, Tex McKenzie.
It was as if Lars Sullivan was unable to help himself. Tex McKenzie awarded this match by disqualification through the actions of Lars Sullivan, who could have won this match fair and square, could have won it cleanly. But Lars Sullivan reverting to type, reaching under the ring for a baseball bat and taking a swing at Tex McKenzie. Automatic disqualification, Tex McKenzie winning the match by DQ.
Lars Sullivan just snapped. After the superplex, got tired of fooling around, and went Louisville Slugger on Tex McKenzie. Ah, look at this. Too Short isn't mad Sullivan cheated, just mad he got caught by the ref.
Whoa, Too Short is hot.
I took care of this. I did what I had to do. so stupid. You don't let nobody get so fucking stupid like that. I don't believe shit. You're so stupid. So fucking stupid.
Wow.